He is a god of the game.
Well. What a spectacular week of football we had. FA Cup finals, fans back in the stadium, LaLiga yet undecided. Juve clinching a thriller against the champions. But to top it all, a goalkeeper scoring an injury time winner. Football, eh?
Absolutely world class.
Where do we begin, Eeshaan? Where do we begin? Goes to show how 7 days can change all narration in football. What happened over the last 7 days between the last recording and this recording, the kind of things that has happened, and the entire narration, the entire forecast has changed. Guys, before we start, we are recording this on 18th May. It's Tuesday morning, and we are recording from Mumbai. So those who are listening, who live on the west coast or southwest coast of India, we hope you're all safe. We are in the middle of a devastating cyclone. As of today, I think it has crossed Bombay. It's reaching, or it has touched Gujarat. So we wish everyone to be safe and secure, and just stay inside and be safe. Okay, let's get with our football. So, and as usual, we'll start in Spain, where the title race is going to the last game. Both the Madrid teams are determined not to let this go. By the way, Barcelona have helped us by pushing themselves out of the race. They themselves have said that, so don't talk about us, just talk about only those Madrid teams. We are out. Credit to both Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Real Madrid overcame a tough away fixture against Bilbao, and Atletico came back and defeated Osasuna 2-1. So Eeshaan, just sum up the emotions, sum up what happened.
Just to add to what you said about Barcelona basically said हमसे ना हो पाएगा. हमको next season पे focus करना है, ये सब tension नहीं चाहिए हमको. And you called it actually last week when you said Celta Vigo has always been a banana skin for Barcelona, and it turned out to be. They didn't need too much hard work. But the Madrid teams, right? Like till the 80th, 85th minute, I thought, wow, this could be a miracle. We might actually end up winning the league out of nowhere. Like throughout the season, it's either been Atletico favorites or Barcelona favorites. It's never been us. And with our injuries and all, nobody even put us in the frame of winning the league. And somehow, Zidane has worked his magic, and we were still up there. And then, as irony would have it in football, Luis Suarez had to come up clutch and score the winning goal for.
It has to be him.
Winning goal for Atletico Madrid, and it just deflated me. But we were never supposed to win this league, so it's only going to happen if Atletico screw up again. But it's so exciting. Like both the games were great games. Like there was so much tension, there was so much to be lost, and that's what both of us love about football, right? That pressure. And so I think Atletico obviously are favorites. They are playing Valladolid in the last game of the league of the season, and what will make it interesting is Valladolid are fighting for relegation, so they will give it their all. So it will be very interesting. Real Madrid are playing Villarreal at home. Villarreal are just that week are going to be playing the Europa Cup final with United, so I'm pretty sure, and they have nothing to play for, so pretty sure they'll play a second string. So I don't think Madrid should have any problems. But we'll just have to get the result and hope Atletico screws up again.
There is this 4-minute footage of Simeone's touchline reaction on YouTube. I'll probably share the link. Oh my god, this man I thought he was going to have a heart attack, dude. Somewhere in the middle, he's going to have a heart attack. He's going to punch the referee or punch someone in the face. Oh, he was a ball. This is Stewart dog going crazy all around the place. Oh, it was just a sight to see. It was, as you pointed out, it was a great game. I mean, both the games were really good. Madrid again being extremely solid. And one thing that Madrid was able to do, and when I say Madrid, I mean Real Madrid was able to do throughout the season is somehow, somewhere they were able to find goal scorers from any point in the pitch. Like it was Nacho Fernandez who scored the goal. It wasn't your Benzema, it wasn't your Cruz or Modric or Casemiro. It was Nacho who scored the goal. So this is something Real has done it throughout this season. I don't know the exact stat, but they have like this, some around 15 or 16 goal scorers, different goal scorers across this season. Someone from somewhere has stepped up and scored the goals for them. So that's good on them. As you said, with that many injury problems, with that many issues in and around the squad, I saw the news that Cruz has tested positive. So highly likely he won't be able.
No, Cruz has, sorry, to correct that, Cruz has not tested positive. He's come in contact with someone who tested positive.
Oh, okay, sorry. So which means I believe he'll be under isolation for, I don't know whether he's going to play the next game.
But he'll be ready for the final game.
Okay,
he'll be there.
Okay, that's good. The point is they played with academy kid.
Miguel Gutierrez.
Miguel.
He's the next star, man. He's so good. Like, I think his entry ends Marcelo's time with us because, he's so good with the ball, very solid defensively. He's put in great crosses. In the last game against Granada, he had an amazing assist in the game as well, where he, I think he assisted Benzema to score. The future looks bright, but a lot of changes are going to happen. Obviously, rumors are swirling that it's going to be Zidane's last game with us. But with Zidane going, how many of our veteran players will also go? How many of them can we afford to let go? All of those dynamics will come into play. So I think this final game of the season will also be a farewell game for a lot of our legends. So it'll be very emotional to watch. Even though we don't win the league, I think if Zidane leaves, he'll hold his head up high because he's done the unthinkable. Nobody could have put Madrid at second, one game, 90 minutes away from winning the league. So it's going to be a successful season either way.
Definitely. No doubt about that. Just a quick word on Atletico. They were 1-0 down. In fact, 2 of their goals were turned down. Rightly so. Both were offsides. Both were not valid goals. But they came back. One brilliant goal from Renan Lodi. It was a great cross. He controlled the ball and finished it well. And the second goal, it has to be Suarez who had to finish that. A great move. He found space in the box and he finished it. And the celebrations after the goal said it all, how it meant to Atletico and its players and to Simeone.
I think that celebration was more to Barcelona than the actual emotion of scoring the goal that might win Atletico the league.
I don't know, man. It's just Suarez being Suarez. He loves scoring goals. He loves winning games. So it was just him being his instincts, him being himself. So, anyways, it was. I was happy to see him. He's been a great player. He's a great goal scorer. So it was good that he scored the goal.
Yeah.
So yeah, La Liga going down to the last game, which is going to happen this weekend. So Real Madrid are playing Villarreal. I'm guessing they'll play, as you said, they'll play a second string, third string Villarreal team. And Atletico Madrid are playing Valladolid. The game's on 22nd May, Saturday, 9:30 p.m. IST. So watch out for this, guys. Both the games happening at the same time. So we will know who's going to lift the La Liga title after these 2 games.
I'm actually hoping for an Aguero moment somewhere.
Oh yeah, that would be... Or a Godin moment.
Yeah, or a Godin moment.
So last week, 7 days before, during our last episode, we were waxing lyricals about Tuchel, how he has done really well this season, how he has brought this Chelsea team to this level after taking it over from Frank Lampard. And then he goes and loses 2 games, 1-0 to Arsenal in the league and 1-0 to Leicester in the FA Cup finals. From a position where Chelsea could have won 2 cups, finish in top 4, they are now in danger of not winning anything and also in danger of not finishing in top 4. What has gone wrong?
Nazar lag gayi hai, bro. Unko nazar lag gayi. But no, to be honest, I think they really screwed up the FA Cup final. I understand partially how the Arsenal game went. Their focus was towards the FA Cup, but then they lost the FA Cup. So I don't know what the hell went wrong. But if you look at the FA Cup final, which I saw, obviously, big shout out to Leicester City. What a brilliant goal by Tielemans, a screamer. And I think FA Cup finals and long range screamers are go hand in hand. AK, Gerrard.
True.
But Chelsea had nothing in that game. They did there were 2 insane saves by Kasper Schmeichel. One from Mason Mount, I think the other from a defender. I'm not sure who it was, but 2 Ben Chilwell, ex-Leicester City player. great saves. But other than that, Kante had a really poor game. Jorginho was found out. Chelsea's forward line, I don't know, they don't exist. So what we've always seen throughout this season, ever since Tuchel has taken over, is that they struggle to score goals. They have a lot of opportunities, but they don't convert them. They've been solid in defense, but more often than not now, they've been found out in that department, right? Because, even if you score one goal against Chelsea, because they lack bite in their forward line, you are pretty confident that you can defend it. And I think that will be the approach City will have as well. They will look to score that one quick goal and then just keep the pressure, because they know that Chelsea will struggle to score. They will probably have opportunity, will struggle to score. But I think my question to you is that if, say, they don't end up winning any trophy and not making the top four, what does that mean for Tuchel?
Very interesting. Actually, I thought about it, but see, he's been given only 18 months of contract. And I saw a news that they are going to renew his contract or extend his contract, but I think it's on hold after the FA Cup result. So probably they'll wait till the Champions League finals or at least top four finish before taking the call. But yeah, knowing Roman Abramovich, I believe he'll give him the first half of next season, considering the fact that he only came during the midway. So they'll probably give him one transfer window. Get his players, or sell players that he doesn't want to, refresh the squad, probably give half a season and see how it goes and then take a call. But going back to his decisions, especially the starting lineup, I was a little surprised not to see Chilwell on the starting lineup. Agree, there's a decency bias. Alonso did score that winning goal against Manchester City, and Chilwell, we don't know. Maybe Tuchel is saving Chilwell for the bigger games, for the much more important games. But FA Cup Finals is an important game, so I was a little surprised to see Alonso starting ahead of Chilwell. Point number one. Point number two is Reece James was playing in defense with Azpilicueta in front of him. That was a little strange. I don't know why would someone do that. So a lot of bizarre decisions from Tuchel, but entire credit to Leicester for winning the cup. They made no mistakes. It was a great game, and it was really, really wonderful to see crowds celebrating the way the Leicester City fans celebrated that VAR decision to turn that goal offside. Wow, it felt like it's a goal, and it was really good to see. Like it added to the spectacle to watch.
Yeah, actually, that was the drama of VAR that we all thought would happen when VAR was launched. Unfortunately, we've had it all the wrong way. We've more often than not been frustrated with VAR. But I think this was that moment, where you have a buzzer beater and the decision goes against the person who scored it. So I think it was dramatic. It was a proper FA Cup final. It was also very, very warm to see how the president of Leicester City was called out to lift the trophy, and just the reaction of the players, greeting him, hugging him, etc. I think like Leicester City have become like almost envious, like big clubs. I think envy how the emotions go through the Leicester City club, their community, etc. It's beautiful to watch. And also I want to say that it was not an upset.
True. I agree.
Leicester City are no longer that team that, if they beat a big club, it's an upset. They've been a solid team ever since they won the league. They're going to be in Europe next year. I think it was a big shout out to Leicester City, and whoever, if any listeners are here who are Leicester City fans, congratulations.
Yeah, rounded up pretty well, and it was, as you said, it was pretty warming, very heartwarming to see the owner's reaction and the players' reaction to how the owners lifted the cup. So congratulations, Leicester City. Now, talking about lack of goal scoring options, how about a goalkeeper scoring a winning goal?
Man, that I have no words. That is Liverpool football, man. That is just incredible. Alisson coming up clutch. What a beautiful header. That was a proper header.
Yeah.
It was not a fluky goalkeeper goal in the 95th minute. It was a proper header. And the emotion he showed after losing his father this year, dedicating the goal, and you could see it. And I think that's that's what sets him apart. I feel with a lot of the other goalkeepers, he has that passion. He's brilliant as well as a goalkeeper, and he's there when his team needs it. And it was what a game! It probably saved Liverpool's season. It's given them a real chance, as you said, because of Chelsea screwing up to make it in the Champions League, just sneak into the top four. It's still going to be tough. It's still not done yet. They're still behind, 2 points behind Chelsea. They've done what they can. They've done it, and all credit goes to Alisson. What a moment that was! I still can't get over it. And I had not seen the game. I just seen your WhatsApp saying, "Wow, Alisson." I said, probably must be a spectacular save or something. And then I saw the highlights on Hotstar, and I couldn't believe it. It was great. I wish fans were there though. Like imagine a stadium full of fans, and that moment it would just be another level.
Yeah, it would have been brilliant. But coming back to the performance, that goal actually kind of papered over all the bad things that happened for Liverpool in the game. They weren't good. They weren't great at all. If this is how they're going to play against Burnley and against Crystal Palace in the next two games, it will be really tough for them to qualify for the Champions League. But credit to them, they got the result that they wanted, which is very important, the 3 points. They are 1 point behind Chelsea as it stands, and they are 3 points behind Leicester. And Leicester and Chelsea are playing tonight, which is probably the most crunch game of this season. But irrespective of what happens in that game, if Liverpool go on to win their next two games, they will get through unless Leicester loses today's game and they go and defeat Tottenham 4-0, 5-0 or something like that. Otherwise, Liverpool should go through if they win the next two games. So crunch game tonight.
It's funny. It's what a season this has been for both La Liga and Premier League, where every week, every podcast, we've been saying this is the week which will decide everything. We've been saying it for 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
And we are still going on to the last day of the season without a lot of things being decided. So it's amazing.
Yeah, this season has been spectacular. The only thing that's been missing this season was the fans.
Yeah.
Apart from that, this season had everything, all drama, everything. This was brilliant. Just to go back one game before, which happened on the Wednesday night, Liverpool came to this West Brom game after defeating Manchester United 4-2 in the previous game, where the fans again tried to protest and tried to postpone or cancel the game. But Liverpool took inspiration from the Ocean's 11 and Money Heist and sent a decoy bus to distract the fans, and the bus that the fans blocked and punctured was a decoy bus, and Liverpool took some other bus in some other route and reached the stadium. So that was actually fun to see.
I think that was probably the least talked about United Liverpool game we've had in years.
That's true.
It was probably it was an important game for Liverpool, but what we've been talking about Tuchel, we should not probably ignore what's happening to United. They've been slipping up pretty badly in the last couple of games as well. Yes, they've been benching most of their big players. They have nothing to play for, but still, you expect a little better in a United versus Liverpool game. And I think you called it. You said they'll still, shuffle up against Liverpool. And they did, and it didn't work out. It was not a very good game, high scoring, but it was not a very good game to watch.
I mean, also it showed United's defensive problems without Harry Maguire.
Yes.
Now, after seeing the way they defended against Liverpool, we'll do a separate preview of Europa League later. But just to give one quick point, that the chances of Villarreal winning is increasing day by day. It's getting more even, but it all depends on how fit Harry Maguire will be for the finals.
Villarreal, by the way, thrashed Sevilla.
Yeah, 4-0.
Yeah, they completely dismantled Sevilla.
Baka, the ex-Sevilla player, scored a hat-trick.
If you had any doubt that Unai Emery can bury his ex-team and do what he did in a final, which he did with his ex-team,
yeah,
it's there.
We'll see. Europa League could be interesting. Now, talking about interesting fixtures, we had a very dramatic game in Serie A. Very important game for Juve, but not for Inter Milan. It was the Derby d'Italia. It was Juve versus Inter Milan. We all know Inter Milan has won the championship. They are the champions. So, it wasn't that important in the in context of the league for them. But Juve versus Inter is always a big game, and especially with Conte going back to Juve, it means a lot more. It wasn't Ronaldo, it wasn't Lukaku who took the center stage. It was the referee who took the center stage in the game.
My one word summary for that game is it's called a robbery.
Yeah.
It was so fishy, that last penalty. It was like, those obvious no balls you have in cricket where you feel like ये तो fixed लग रहा है मुझे, थोड़ा fixed लग रहा है. And I think that's what this felt like. It was just, I don't know, something felt off, because when you see the replays, you can see Cuadrado really wanted to fall down.
Yeah.
Put his leg in the right place, which would make it look like that he was tripped. But then when you look at VAR, it's very obvious. And the results, the decision still went against Inter Milan, and I was very perplexed by it. But yeah, the Juventus got the result. Inter Milan don't particularly care. Conte would probably be subliminally happy. उसने थोड़ा अपने ex team को थोड़ा बचाया. I mean, really shady.
I mean, the game ended 3-2. Juve took the lead. So it was 1-0 Juve, then 1-1, then 2-1 Juve, then 2-2, then finally Juve defeated. Juve won 3-2. As you said, lot of contentious decisions. There were 3 penalties. The final one looked dodgy. I mean, I wasn't sure when I saw it. As you pointed out, it didn't feel like an obvious penalty. The Chiellini's own goal, there was a red card in the game. And that was a stupid red card, actually. The second yellow was... Betancourt's second yellow was really stupid. I mean, it was a foul, but it wasn't a yellow. Pirlo took Ronaldo off after 70th minute. When the game was 2-2, he took Ronaldo off. Lot of strange decisions, but at some level, I credit Pirlo for all the criticism he has been getting, that he is not tactically astute. He made some good changes. His team selection was better. De Ligt had a brilliant game. I mean, this was the De Ligt of Ajax. And this is the first time I am seeing De Ligt playing for Juve the way he played with Ajax. It was really good to see him playing at that level, in that form. So good on him.
I think De Ligt, the thing is, I think we didn't have a podcast when the De Ligt transfer saga happened. And when he moved to Juventus, I was convinced he made the wrong decision. He chose the wrong club. And ever since that transfer, I barely have heard the name De Ligt. And that's sad, because of the talent that he has. Going to say a Barcelona would have probably had him more in the limelight. Could have probably made a difference for Barcelona as well, having a De Ligt in defense. But I don't know. I don't see a Juventus long-term future for him. But, it was good that he finally had that game which showed his potential, as you rightly said, in this game. But all to play for, again, going down to the last couple of games of the season in Serie A. What do you think was going to happen?
I don't know. My gut says Napoli are going to screw up, because Napoli is screwing up and Juventus getting advantage of it is not something new in Serie A. So just to round that point off, Atalanta have qualified again for the 3rd consecutive season.
Amazing.
They were 4-1 up. The game went to 4-3. But they finally crossed the line. They were able to qualify.
Also very important, 3rd season in a row with 100 plus goals. Incredible.
Yeah, they are a great team to watch. I mean, if you are listeners, if you don't follow Serie A, if you are interested in following Serie A, because it is on TV, it comes on 10 Sports. If you're looking for a team to follow, if you're looking for a team to watch, we would strongly recommend Atalanta, because they're just a wonderful team to watch. They are a very attacking team, very young team. I mean, not exactly a young team, young in terms of not very experienced, but the manager is really good. It's a great team to watch. So they have qualified. Milan slipped. They drew against Cagliari. So they are still not mathematically qualified. Napoli won their crucial crunch game against Fiorentina 2-0. So as it stands right now, Inter champions, Atalanta through with 78 points. Milan 76, Napoli 76 and Juventus 75. Now Juventus need to win their final game. A draw won't help, because like LaLiga, Serie A also follows head-to-head first and then goal difference. So Juve are actually behind in head-to-head against Milan and Napoli. So Juve need a win, and they need Napoli or Milan to slip up. Now, just to remind you guys, Milan is playing Atalanta in the final game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this could have been a potential nutbreaker for both the teams, but since Atalanta are through, I'm not sure how they are going to play this game. But Milan has everything to play for. So it's again yet another league with crunch final day games. So really looking forward to some great action. Dortmund have finally qualified for Champions League. In fact, Bundesliga's top 4 is done. So Bayern winners, Leipzig second, Dortmund and Wolfsburg. Or Wolfsburg and Dortmund. I don't remember. But the point is, these 4 teams have guaranteed qualified, which means Haaland could stay with Dortmund for one more season. It's highly possible. And the news are coming out that Jadon Sancho is pretty much leaving. So it will be interesting to see Haaland in next season's Champions League again with Dortmund. And Lewandowski scored his 40th goal, equal the record of Gerd Müller. So there is one more game to play. So I mean, pretty sure he's going to score that one extra goal. It
was a great moment in that game where after he scored, the Bayern team paused and actually gave him a clapped for him, applauded him for that achievement, because it's incredible. I think we said this in the last episode. He's not even played the full set of games this season, and he scored this many amount. It's just ridiculous this season. I mean, what a player! What a player!
Yeah, amazing, great to see him score that goal. And yeah, as you said, they gave that guard of honor to him. It was really heartwarming to see the entire team appreciating him for that achievement. So Bundesliga's race is done. We also had a cup game in the midweek. Dortmund defeated Leipzig in the DFB Pokal finals. In fact, defeat was an understatement. They thrashed them 4-1. Sancho, I think, scored 2 goals. Haaland, I think, scored a couple of goals. Sancho putting his best performance towards the end of the season, just to make sure that he gets a good deal wherever he goes next season. And also, he's a great player. With Euros coming up, you never know what's going to happen. We'll see.
But what I'm very happy about is this is the first time a Euros is coming up and England have not had a player who's broken his ankle yet.
Well, we do have a couple of major injuries for England. I mean, Jordan Henderson is still injured. Harry Maguire almost injured.
Harry Maguire will make the Euros. Jordan Henderson, I don't know anymore if he's that bigger a miss, but we're used to David Beckham, Wayne Rooney, not making it for Euros because of some ankle injury. So let's hope, fingers crossed, because this, I feel, is England's chance with the squad they have. We'll have another probably episode, but just segueing into Euros, about the Euros when it comes. But yeah,
we'll do a proper Euro preview once Champions League and everything is done. The drama of the league is not done yet, because there is still one league which is again going to the last game of the season to decide their winner, which is Ligue 1, the French league, where Lille drew their penultimate game against Saint-Étienne. So they are 1 point behind PSG. So they are Lille is on top with 80 points. PSG second with 79 points. So the last game again, Lille need to win or at least match PSG's result. So again, that is another league that is going down to the wire. If PSG loses, it's going to be a big setback for them. We will see a lot of changes. There have already been reports coming out that Mbappe will leave this summer. Neymar has renewed his contract. I even saw the news that Draxler has renewed his contract.
Yeah.
So it looks like Mbappe is going to leave. And I saw some news that PSG are in touch with Lewandowski also. But yeah, Bayern have come out and said categorically that Lewandowski is not going anywhere.
I think it was interesting. Mbappe last week drew a lot of flack for his comment that he made, where he said that Lille have not won the league, PSG have lost it. There's a lot of truth in that statement, because if PSG played like they're supposed to play, even above average, there's no chance Lille would have been in the run for it. But Meaning he drew a lot of criticism for undermining the effort Lille made, which is fair in a way, but I understand what Mbappe was trying to say. A lot of things are taken out of context, but yeah, it was an interesting twist where PSG are being these rich sore losers if they don't end up winning the league.
Even the top four race, I mean, not top four, because in Liga, it's not the top four that go into Champions League. It's the top two, and the third team will get into the Champions League qualification, and the fourth team will get into Europa League. So right now, as it stands, Monaco is on third with 77 points, and Lyon is on fourth with 76 points. So there is an interesting, tight little race going on there also. Monaco, if you guys remember Niko Kovac, the ex-Bayern Munich coach, he's the coach of Monaco right now. Lyon is being coached by, I think, coached by Rudy Garcia, if I'm not wrong. They still have Memphis Depay, who has announced that he's going to leave, and there have been reports coming in that he's in talks with Barcelona. So, yeah, a lot to look forward. Again, for the last game of the season.
That move to Barcelona, by the way, won't happen if Koeman is fired.
Which is also correct, which is also true. So we are done with all the major discussions across all the 5 leagues, the cup games and everything. So we are going to introduce this new section from now on, guys, because there are so many things happening in football. We thought we can't cover everything in detail. So we'll have this short and a quick section. As it stands, we are going to call it Speed Point, and this is nothing but quick headlines. We're not going to spend too much time on these headlines. So let's go straight away. To start with, a news that literally melted my heart. It was so heartwarming to see the Ajax football team after winning their Eredivisie league. They melted their shield and made 40,000 stars and gave it to each of their season ticket holders. I mean, this news literally melted my heart.
But that is Ajax, man. They're the good guys of football. They are the halo around the entire footballing universe. It was amazing. They what they do for their fans and for the entire Dutch division. It's great. I mean, they are a beacon of positivity, and obviously it's one of the most successful clubs in Europe as well. So they're not chindi teams doing heartwarming things, they're a big club doing heartwarming things, which is a huge difference.
Yeah, and congratulations to Ajax and their fans for winning the league, and hope they continue to produce exciting talent for us to watch. Talking about
that we can buy.
That's true. Ajax are the main feeder club for all the big clubs in and across Europe. Talking about winning leagues, Rangers, Steven Gerrard Rangers have won the Scottish Premier League. I mean, they won it a while ago, but the league ended with them not losing a single game. 32 wins, 6 draws, 102 points. They scored 92 goals. They conceded only 13. Great win. It was a great way to end Celtic's reign up top. Great win for Gerrard. And
Bala, is it a direct qualification for Rangers to the Champions League, or do they have to go through a playoff?
They have to go through playoffs. Okay.
It will be very interesting to see Rangers back in Champions League potentially, and Gerrard obviously. It's been a great season. Obviously, Scottish League is not as competitive as it used to be as well. Celtic have fallen off the cliff in terms of their squad strength, etc. But congratulations to Rangers for they're the new invincibles.
Talking about player leaving and joining clubs, we have one absolute legend of the game. Gigi Buffon have decided to leave Juve at the end of the season. He's 42, 43, if I'm not wrong.
He was born in 1942.
I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to play until
he won the war.
I mean, what a legend of the game. He, in fact, after he announced Juve played a game and he saved a penalty, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, he saved a very important, crucial penalty.
Now, talking about legends of the club leaving, I saw the news today morning that Harry Kane apparently have told Spurs that he wants to leave this summer. So where do you think what will be his next destination?
I in fact was watching the Julian Laurent and Gab Marcotti talk about it this morning, as especially, and they put in a very nice, interesting twist. Like Daniel Levy is the chairman of Tottenham. He's not going to be making it easy for anyone to buy Harry Kane. So there could be a likelihood that Harry Kane goes nowhere. Where how would Harry Kane then handle that situation? He said an interesting option, which I agree with, which would be pretty interesting, would for be to Kane to join PSG. There is Mbappe leaving. There is Pochettino there, who has literally brought Kane to being a superstar in his days at Tottenham. It could be an interesting move. If reality has to be thought of there, meaning they're looking at 150 million, that's not going to happen. In COVID times, you're not going to pay 150 million when you're probably getting Haaland for 70. If he moves to a Premier League, I see him going to City, where I see that's the most ideal fit for him. But again, City's probably won the double without having a striker. So do they need to spend so many pounds or euros to get a striker? I don't know. So it's going to be very tricky, especially in these times, for Kane to get what he wants. But I think it will be almost like a Messi situation, right? Where he's either put the gun to Levy's head that, I need the squad improved so that it challenges for something next season, or I'm leaving, or he's leaving no matter what.
Yeah.
So we don't know that.
Tottenham have a lot of important decisions to make this summer. First of all, they need to decide their new manager or new coach. And this little problem of Kane wanting to leave. As you pointed out, PSG, I never saw PSG in the race. Wherever I saw, it was either City, United, or even I saw Chelsea for that matter.
Chelsea is not going to happen. Chelsea is never going to happen because he has his loyalties to Tottenham. He won't go to a London club. Very difficult for that to happen unless Chelsea comes up with the highest bid and then Levy's like, you're going there. But I don't see Kane wanting to go to Chelsea at all. In the Premier League, City have the best chance of getting him. That's where the fit is. United will probably go for Haaland first. If that doesn't work out, they'll pay more for this backup, which is a very strange. That's how United roll in the transfers. Pay more for the second choice. But yeah, PSG is a very interesting perspective. I can see it working if he wants to move out of England, but why would he? He has a chance to beat Shearer's record.
Yeah, that is one thing that could make him stay in EPL, because he has this great chance of being the best striker in the Premier League.
He should go back to Leicester City, man.
Yeah, maybe. True. All right, Sporting Lisbon won the Portuguese Premier League after 19 years. The last time they won the Portuguese Premier League, I think Cristiano Ronaldo was one of their squad players back in 2002. Congratulations to them.
Wow.
A league that has been heavily dominated by Benfica and Porto. It was really good to see Sporting Lisbon going back to the glory days. And it's a brilliant club, and they have produced some exciting talents. If I'm not wrong, they produced 2 of the 3 best ever Portuguese footballers, which is Figo and Cristiano Ronaldo. So good on.
Also, let's not forget, last year they had they had almost like a riot where the fans attacked the players.
Yeah.
There was a proper revolt in Sporting Lisbon where the players said we don't want to play for the club, and it was chaos.
Yeah.
And from that to now winning the league, big ups to the entire squad and the entire team.
Yeah, it was during the end of 2017-18 season. Just to let our listeners know what happened. So Sporting Lisbon failed to qualify for the Champions League in the last day of that season, 2017-18 season. Now that kind of irked the fans, or what do we call the ultras group. So what they did the next day or the day after, they stormed the training pitch when the players were actually in training. They went and physically attacked all the players. All the Portuguese players, all the Sporting Lisbon players were really devastated, were frustrated, because this was conspired to be created by their then president, who kind of opened the doors for these ultras to go and attack the players. Many of the Sporting Lisbon players tore their contracts. They moved to other clubs. So from there to where they are right now, with a coach who is just 36 years old. So congratulations to them. Great win. Good to see them we'll see them in the next year's Champions League also. Now, when the Barcelona men team is busy embarrassing their club, their women's team went and won the Champions League 2 days back. It was a brilliant win. They defeated Chelsea 4-0 in the finals. It was kind of a replay of what happened 2 years back, where Barcelona women lost to Lyon. They conceded 4 goals within like 30 minutes. The same thing that happened this time when Barcelona scored 4 goals against Chelsea. Great win for Barcelona. They have been absolutely dominating the LaLiga women, where they played 26 games, won all 26 games, scored 128 goals in that 26 games, and conceded only 5 goals. If you talk about domination, there is no other way to dominate a league like this.
And also, this is just to add, this is the first time a club has won the Champions League for both men and women.
Oh yeah, true, correct. Yeah.
Big ups to Barcelona. Obviously, they are without a doubt, at least in the last couple of seasons, the best women's team in Europe. I think immediately after they won the Champions League, we saw Lyon sign one of the up-and-coming rising stars from the US national team from Man City to bolster up their squad. So it'll be interesting. It's been a great season in the women's La Liga. It's been the debut season for the Real Madrid women's team as well. They were almost the last team to join. They've been doing decently well.
They finished second.
Yeah, they're still not in the league of Barcelona. They got thrashed in those matches. But it's really good football. I saw the highlights of the women's the finals. Other than the domination of the Barcelona team, it was beautiful football to watch. Great passing. The actual La Masia passing that we are used to from the men's team is now happening to the women's team, and that's great.
Yeah, it was really good to see. And this is not a Dutch Chelsea team also. This Chelsea team is the women's Super League champions in England. They were in line to win the quadruple, but unfortunately they couldn't do.
To be fair to them, the first goal they conceded was a matka. Like a clearance hit a defender and went into the goal, and that was in the 3rd minute. I think it was downhill from there.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate goal to concede. But congratulations to Chelsea women's team also, especially to their manager. One of my most favorite women's manager across the world. She's brilliant. If you guys have a chance, go and read about Emma Hayes. Amazing character, great coach. I wouldn't be surprised if she coaches a men's team at some point of time in her career. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
To round off, we'll round off with the Turkish league, where Beşiktaş won the Turkish Super League by a 1 goal difference. Things can't get so close ever. They finally won the Turkish Super League with 1 goal difference. So congratulations to Beşiktaş. They defeated, Galatasaray finished second. So again, they will be in the Champions League next season. That's it for today, guys. We aren't going to have our Who Am I section only for this week. So please excuse us for this.
Today we've actually spoken a lot of things we've discussed, and I think it's going to be tough for everyone to digest all the things we vomited out. But that's the nature of football in the last couple of weeks. It's been so action-packed, so much drama, and it's only going to last probably till the end of this month, because that's when the season ends for everything. So then we'll have to probably think about other things to talk about.
As I said during the beginning of the episode, we wish you all good health and safety during these tough times. Take care and have a great week. Talk to you all next week. Bye-bye.
Bye guys. Take care.
If you like what you heard, please share it with your fellow sports podcast listeners. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other major podcasting platforms. We'll leave the links in the description. And also a big shout out to the Jam Room Audio for our theme music. You can follow Jam Room Audio on Facebook @ the Jam Room Audio. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.